Hey guys, this is Alexander speaking, and in this video, we're going to do an introduction about file optimization so you can use artificial intelligence, and so you can get the most out of Redraw. In this module, we won't be showing things inside Redraw, but rather everything that happens before it, everything that comes before using it. Why is that? Because today we realize that 80% of your use of Redraw and the final quality you achieve in your images is tied to your modeling and not to the Redraw settings. A lot of people ask, what's the secret to making a good image with artificial intelligence, a high-quality image with AI? And the main secret is in the modeling. That's why we're going to dedicate a whole module here with several lessons talking about the principles of modeling. And I've already made a note here. I wrote this little script in Word just to show that no matter what program you use, you'll see that I'm going to give the examples in SketchUp. Why SketchUp? Because it's the program I know best, and also because it's the program that 60% of people who work with 3D use. If you use ProMob, you need to apply these principles in ProMob. If you use ArchiCAD, if you use Revit, Blender, 3ds, Cinema 4D, or any other program, you need to apply these concepts we're going to talk about here about modeling, texturing, lighting, and file optimization. You need to apply these concepts to the program you use. What do you need to understand from the start? Artificial intelligence will read images. In other words, the more optimized and clearer your 3D model or 3D images when you put it into the AI, the better it will interpret it. If the interpretation is good, the AI will create a good project based on that. So, to get started here, the 3 basic principles. It's worth noting that we'll have specific lessons on each principle, and we might even have more than one lesson. It really depends. Sometimes we discover new things and add them in. But to start off here, what are we going to talk about first? About modeling and texturing. Here, we're going to talk about 3D blocks. We'll talk about textures and quality. We'll discuss modeling, edges, and everything that makes up good modeling and good texturing for your projects. Then we'll have a lesson about cameras. So here we'll talk about angles, apertures, and everything that involves the camera side of things so you can create great images for your architecture projects. And here, in lighting, we're going to talk about lighting within the program you use. You'll see that we'll cover some principles there, some optimizations within SketchUp, but these principles are the same. They're the same. You'll need to apply them to your Revit, your ArchiCAD, your ProMob. The important thing here is for you to understand the principle. It doesn't matter which program you use, you need to understand the principles we're sharing, and then, yes, you'll achieve good results with artificial intelligence. Guys, it's worth remembering that often when you start using Inkscape, Lumion, Corona Renderer, or V-Ray to learn, you need to optimize your file. And these principles are the same principles you apply in V-Ray or in Lumion, you'll need to bring those principles into artificial intelligence. There are some differences, some peculiarities. Of course, artificial intelligence really speeds up our workflow, it makes file optimization much faster, and we can generate images very quickly, but even so, you still need to understand the principles of file optimization in order to truly get the best use out of artificial intelligence. And here, after covering these basic architectural principles, we move on to preparing files for artificial intelligence, which will be a process from scratch, where I'll show you how we do it here, how we analyze things, how we find good blocks, good textures, how we create a solid project so that artificial intelligence can understand it. And just to repeat, these principles won't change, they apply to any program. You need to understand the principles. If you're going to use a pre-render, that's fine. You do your pre-render in V-Ray, ProMob, Inkscape, or Lumion, then bring it into the artificial intelligence, and it will make a good interpretation of your project. If you want to use raw files from SketchUp, Revit, or ArchiCAD, you'll also get good results, okay? In this module, we're only going to cover 3D modeling. Later, once you're already skilled at 3D modeling, then we'll start developing lessons about Redraw. Redraw still has a lot of room to grow and improve. These lessons will need to be updated constantly, but the important thing here is to give you the 80% of your project, which is 3D modeling. Without quality 3D modeling, you won't be able to use artificial intelligence. And here, we're also going to have a lesson where we'll use images from our clients. It's worth mentioning that these images are authorized. The moment you purchase Redraw, you accept our terms of use, and within those terms there's a section where we state that the images you add to Redraw will be used for study purposes, right? So we're going to take these images, analyze the images you upload to Redraw, and create lessons, generate studies for artificial intelligence, and work on improvements. In other words, when you're using Redraw, you're also helping our team here improve the results of the artificial intelligence. And these results, the improvements that come from the images you upload, are extremely important to us. So let's get started. To give a quick introduction to what we're going to learn, I have here 2 images of the same project optimized in 2 different ways. Of course, here we're being pretty extreme with this project, but the idea is to get a concept across to you. Take a look at this. This model here, see how sharp it is. We can clearly see here that this wood goes underneath, continues, goes all the way to the ceiling. We can understand the direction of the wood. Here, talking about textures, we can tell that this is a concrete slab. We can see that this floor here is made of concrete. We have the bed here, very well modeled, and in the background, we have the vegetation showing up, looks awesome. Anyway, the lighting, see here, look how the lighting is bright from every angle. The angle, look how well this camera is positioned. It doesn't leave out any elements, but at the same time, there's no distortion in the camera. In other words, this image is amazing. The only optimization missing here was optimizing the mirror so it would have a reflection, but that's just a detail. And here we also have, good blocks, so you can clearly see this bed, which is very well modeled, right? With a sheet on top, and this toy here, actually, right? Very well done, everything here is really well modeled. And down here, the same project modeled in a different way. Here we can already notice a completely repeated texture, a bad texture. The lighting is also bad, darker lighting. The blocks, look at this block here, full of edges, you can't even make it out. Look how thick it is here, these lines outlining the bed. In other words, the same project in 2 different ways, with bad blocks and good blocks, with good textures and bad textures, and also with good lighting. The only thing missing from this bad image was a bad camera angle, but we'll cover that in the lessons too. So, I hope you're already starting to understand these principles that we're going to cover here. And, guys, this is exactly what artificial intelligence is going to interpret. You upload an image to the artificial intelligence, and it will recognize what's in there, right? We'll have a process where Sergio will explain what the artificial intelligence does with your image, and it will recreate that image. It's no use writing in SketchUp, like, oh, this is a wood texture, because the artificial intelligence won't recognize that, it won't read your text. The artificial intelligence is going to understand and interpret your project. So if this bed is clear to the artificial intelligence, it will reproduce it here in a clear way. But if this bed isn't clear, sometimes the artificial intelligence looks at this bed and thinks, wait, is this a bed or is it a sofa, an armchair? Right? Here we have a lamp, look at this lamp here, see, it's a bit confusing, we can't really tell what it is. So, just imagine for us, if we can't figure out what's here, imagine the artificial intelligence. It's the same thing here, right? These really thick edges here, see, so we can't really tell exactly what's here, if it's a book or what it is, right? What is this? We can't figure it out. Here, we already have a slightly better idea of what's here. So, what do you need to make clear for the artificial intelligence? It's what it's seeing. So here, the texture, well, this texture here is a stone. What is the artificial intelligence going to be able to replace this with? So it's really important that you do a good job optimizing your 3D model, lighting, blocks, textures, camera, basically, all of that is really important so that in the end you get good results with artificial intelligence. Don't miss the part where we're going to take the client's images and comment on them, alright guys? And that's it, that's all for this lesson, it's just an introduction to the principles we're going to present here. The next lesson will already be inside SketchUp, talking a bit about modeling, okay?